So Orashare recently reached out to me to ask if I want to test their WF20 portable waist fan, which has 20,000 mAh of battery capacity. Since it is a type of portable fan that I haven't tried before, I agreed to give it a try. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the effectiveness of this waist fan. And because this waist fan also comes with a neck strap to be used around your neck, and also an angle adjustment stand to be used as a desk fan, I will also share how it feels like to use it as a neck fan as well as a desk fan. I will also cover the standard things like fan speed, noise level, charging speed and battery life, so be sure to stick around till the end. First up, let's talk about waist fan mode. This fan has two metal manganese clips, one to clip onto the waist of your pants and another one to hold onto your shirt so it doesn't lift up when the fan is blowing. I feel that the pants clip is a little too stiff, which makes it difficult to hook onto shorts that have more flexible material. Although it's not really an issue when hooking onto thicker materials like for jeans and for thicker sweatpants. As for the amount of wind, I have to say that I don't really feel that much cooling around my trunk region when using this waist fan. At least not like what I saw on some of the promotional videos of other waist fans on Instagram and TikTok, where the guy's shirt is just flopping around like crazy. I feel like the wind direction is not really targeted at my trunk, and this might be because of the weight of the fan, which causes it to tilt forward instead of remaining completely vertical. So most of the wind feels like it's targeting towards my shirt rather than towards my trunk. Here is a visualization of the amount of ventilation at different fan speeds while wearing a dry fit shirt. Also, I find that my pants will block the rear vents partially when I'm walking while using this as a waist fan. Because of this, you can't really use it as a waist fan when you are seated down because the rear vents will pretty much be blocked by your thigh. Visually, it also looks a little odd and attention-catching to have something bulky over at one side of your shirt while your shirt is flapping around. The sound is partially dampened by the shirt, and because it is at the waist where it is quite far away from my ears, it doesn't really sound that loud. I'm not really sure if the waist is the best position to put a portable fan, and although the idea of it sounds very promising in theory, I feel that it might not be as pragmatic as I thought in practice. With that being said, it might be because I'm not spending enough time with waist fans to appreciate its utility, so I'm looking forward to trying out other waist fans in the future as well. Next up, let's talk about neck fan mode. Thankfully, Orashare has made this waist fan more versatile because it has also included holes at the sides to attach an adjustable neck strap to it and let you use it as a neck fan as well. This feature is similar to the Jisoo Life 7 fan that I reviewed before, and similar to that fan, this WF20 stays on your chest a lot more steadily when the neck strap is shorter. Here's how much movement it has when I'm walking with different strap lengths. I feel that because the WF20 has a wider base, it doesn't tend to move around that much when it's on my chest compared to the Life 7, especially when I'm walking around. I like to adjust the neck strap to the shortest length possible so that I can run the fan at the lowest fan speed, yet feel a very good amount of wind while keeping the noise as low as possible. It can be quite hard to put on the fan by putting your head through the neck strap, so what I do is I just unclip one side, put the neck strap around my neck, and then clip it onto the fan again. It's really not as difficult or as cumbersome as you might think after you get used to the process. Despite the 440 grams of weight on this fan, I didn't really feel much neck soreness even after hiking for about an hour. This is the same experience I got with the Ranvu AI Lite Plus neck fan as well as the Taurus Coolify 3. In fact, if you have a hiking bag with a chest strap, you can also clip it onto the chest strap for a hands-free experience. So some of you might be wondering, does the pseudo neck fan mode on this WF20, does it actually beat a dedicated neck fan, something like the Jisoo Life Pro 1 neck fan? I personally do think so, because if you have watched my previous reviews on neck fans, I find that the wind from neck fans generally aren't very strong and they only target mostly the jawline and maybe the cheeks area. But with pseudo neck fans like this WF20 or the Jisoo Life 7 fan, I feel that there's way more wind on my face and at the front of my neck. So this lets you enjoy the hands-free benefits of dedicated neck fans while being able to switch to handheld mode anytime. And in the case of the WF20, you can also switch to waist fan mode as well. But with dedicated neck fans, there's practically no point in switching to handheld mode because the wind is just too dispersed. Next up, let's talk about the handheld mode. There are some ergonomic features on the WF20 to make it comfortable to use it in handheld mode as well. However, because of the 20,000 mAh battery capacity, this fan does have quite a bit of weight to it, so it does feel kinda heavy to hold for long durations. And that is why I like to keep the neck strap on all the time and put it around my neck, so that if I'm tired of holding it, I can just let go and let it hang around my neck. If we were to compare the fan speeds of the WF20 with other handheld fans, it is actually comparable to some of the more premium fans from Jisoo Life. Next up, let's look at the table fan mode. There is a tilt adjustment clip at the bottom which lets you adjust the tilt angle when laying this fan on the table. But I find that the angle of inclination is insufficient for it to point towards my face. However, it is not a big issue because it's quite easy to find something on me to prop up the fan to the desired level. And because it has a wider base, it's much more stable when propped up compared to trying to do something similar to a handheld fan, which typically has a narrower base of support. Although the Jisoo Life 7 fan can also act as a desk fan due to its adjustable fan head, I find that the smaller fan head on the WF20 as well as the higher wind speed helps to push the wind further, so more of the wind actually reaches my face even when I put it at a distance away. With that being said, it is also quite a bit louder, and I sometimes choose the Life 7 over this WF20 if I know I will be going to a noise-sensitive environment. Now let's talk about battery life. Given that it has 20,000 mAh of battery capacity, which is even larger than the Jisoo Life Ultra camping fan, you might be wondering how long this fan can last. In my testing, it reached 66 hours and 4 minutes at the lowest fan speed and 14 hours and 36 minutes at highest fan speed. And I find that it's quite impressive that this fan could push 7.8 meters per second of wind speed for 66 hours continuously. That's nearly 3 days of continuous running. This WF20 charges via USB-C and it took 7 hours and 7 minutes to get from 0 to 100%, and this is about 2.5 hours faster than their 9.5 hours claim. The charging duration does feel kinda long, but given that it can last for more than 2 days, I don't think you need to charge it that often, so I think the longer charging duration is still justifiable. You can still operate the fan at 100% fan speed while it is charging, although I would recommend sticking to lower fan speeds because it does get a little warm when charging. I think one of the reasons why this fan has such a large battery capacity is also because Orashare wanted it to double as a power bank. It has an output-only USB-A port for charging other devices, and based on my power meter, it is able to output about 7 watts of power. This is by no means fast charging, but it will slow charge your phone to keep it alive during emergency situations. Next up, the Torchlight feature. This fan comes with a front torchlight that offers both constant and flashing modes with reasonable brightness. You can turn on the torchlight feature by holding down the power button for about 2 seconds. Unfortunately, the light isn't recessed enough into the case, making it easy to accidentally look directly into the bulb and causing some eye strain. So I do hope that the bulb can sit a little deeper into the case in order to prevent that. It is bright enough to light up a small room, and I think that it is probably bright enough to light up about 5 meters of path in front of you. The controls are pretty straightforward. There are 5 levels of fan speed in total, just keep pressing the power button to increase the fan speed. But to turn off the fan, you need to cycle through all the fan speeds all the way to the highest level, which means that you will have to endure a brief moment of loud noise in order to power down the fan. Not the most convenient in my opinion, and this is the same for the Torchlight feature as well. Overall, I think that this portable fan has a few tricky hurdles to overcome if Orashare wants to continue marketing this as a waist fan. I don't think the waist is the best position for a cooling fan, but I think it's fortunate that this WF20 also has other features that make it usable as a pseudo neck fan, or as a desk fan, or as a handheld fan as well. I do feel that it would be better to market this as a neck fan instead, because I think there must be a reason why Jisoo Life did not release a waist fan until now, even though they specialize in portable fans specifically. They did recently release the Life 5 neck fan, which looks like it can be a waist fan structurally, and in some of their marketing materials they also show it being worn around the waist, but they mainly marketed it as a neck fan instead. I do think that this WF20 can be a heavy duty and more long-lasting alternative to the Jisoo Life Life 5 neck fan, but Orashare's distribution is mainly limited to a few Asian countries only, so I do wish that they can expand their operations so that more people from other locations can also try out their portable fans. Alright, so I guess that's all for this WF20 portable fan. If you are interested in the Jisoo Life Life 7 portable fan as well, you can check it out over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.